Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's the Moma Sports Network for the sports fan. We'll start tonight's recap in the NFL with Thursday night football between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. It was kind of a dull game. Not a touchdown was scored. The Rams improved to 8-6 with a 12-6 win over the 6-8 last place 49ers. To show you how boring this game was, Matthew Stafford only had 160 yards passing, and Brock Purdy had 142. That tells you how little offense was put into this game, and that is your NFL recap. Very quickly for tonight. Again, if I add value to this, drop a like and subscribe, as it would help us grow immensely. Now we go to the association where the Raptors were in South Beach to take on the Heat. 114-104 was the win for Miami over the Raptors. Your key performers, RJ Barrett with 13 points, 10 assists, 11 rebounds, and Bam Adebayo with 21 points, 16 boards, 5 assists. The Heat improved to 13-10, good for fifth in the Eastern Conference, and the Raptors continue to struggle at 7-19, 14th in the Eastern Conference. Your next stop on the NBA tour will be in Boston, where the Celtics take on the Pistons. 123-99 was the score. Cade Cunningham for Detroit was the outstanding performer. 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. And Pritchard was the standout performer for Boston tonight. 27 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds. The Celtics on their home floor improved to 20-5, good for second in the Eastern Conference. And the Pistons fall to 10-16, good for 11th in the Eastern Conference. And your final stop on the hardwood tonight is in New Orleans, where the Pelicans battled the Kings. The Kings pull out a nail biter, 111-109, improving to 13-13, 12th in the Western Conference, which tells you how stacked rather the Western Conference is. 5-21, good for 15th in the Western Conference. Your key performers for tonight in New Orleans is Sabonis for Sacramento, 32 points, 20 boards, and 3 assists. And DeJounte Murray for the Pelicans, 20 points, 9 assists, 7 boards. That'll wrap up your night in the association. And we go to a busy night in the NHL, where the Leafs took on the Ducks in Toronto at Scotiabank Arena. Leafs win this one 3-2, improved to 18-9-2, second in the Atlantic Division. The Ducks fall to 10-14-4, good for eighth in the Pacific Division. Next, our stop is in Minnesota as the Oilers crush the Wild 7-1 in Minnesota, improving to 17-10-2, good for third in the Pacific Division. The Wild fall to 19-6-4, good for first in the Central Division. Draisaitl had a 4-point night in the blowout win over the Wild. The Canucks then, at home, shut out the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers 4-0, improving to 15-8-5, which is good for fourth in the Pacific, while the Panthers dropped to 18-10-2, still good for first in the Atlantic. So we're going to the next game on the schedule, which is the New Jersey Devils at home against the Los Angeles Kings. The Devils win this one 3-1, improving to 19-10-3, second in the Metropolitan. And the Kings fall to 17-9-3, still good for second in the Pacific Division. Our next stop on the tour is in Montreal at the Bell Center, where the Penguins blow out the Canadiens 9-2. improving to 13, 14, and 4, good for 7th in the Metropolitan Division, as the Canadians fall to 11, 15, and 3, good for 8th in the Atlantic. As we continue the journey through the league, we got the Washington Capitals visiting the Columbus Blue Jackets at Nationwide Arena, where the Capitals go 2-1 over the Blue Jackets, improving to 26 and 2. First in the Metro, and the Blue Jackets fall to 12, 13, and 4. Eighth in the Metropolitan Division. We continue our journey through the NHL on this very busy night with the Philadelphia Flyers 4, the Detroit Red Wings 1 in Philadelphia. The Flyers improved to 14, 12, and 4, good for 5th in the Metropolitan Division. And the Red Wings fall to 11, 14, and 4, which is 6th in the Atlantic. We continue, we go to Long Island, where the Islanders took on the Blackhawks. The Islanders winning this game 5-4, improving to 12, 12, and 7, good for 6th in the Metropolitan Division. And then the Blackhawks fall to 9, 18, and 2, good for 7th in the Central Division. As we continue through a big night. In a marquee matchup, the Vegas Golden Knights went to Winnipeg to take on the Jets. They won the game 3-2. In overtime, Barbashev scored the winner. The Golden Knights improved to 19-7 and 3, good for first in the Pacific, and the Jets are 21-9 and 1, which is second in the Central. That Western Conference is bananas. It is very tight. And we go, our next game is in Dallas, where the Stars take on the Nashville Predators. The Predators pick up this win 4-1, which they sorely needed. The Predators improved to 8, 16, and 6, which is still 8th in the Central Division. And the Dallas Stars go to 17, 11, and 0 after losing 4-1. The Blues and Sharks are our next stop, as San Jose gets a win over the St. Louis Blues in St. Louis 4-3, as the Sharks improve to 11, 16, and 5, good for 7th in the Pacific Division, and the Blues fall to 14, 4, and 2, good for 5th in the Central Division. We continue our journey with the Utah Hockey Club, making a stop in Colorado, beating the Avalanche 4-1, improving to 13, 11, and 5, where the Avalanche are 17, 14, and 0. The Utah Hockey Club is 6th in the Central. The Avalanche are 4th in the Central. And then we go to Calgary, where the Flames take on the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Lightning crush the Flames 8-3, improving to 15, 10, and 2, and the Flames drop to 14, 11, and 5. The Lightning are 4th in the Atlantic, and the Flames are 5th in the Pacific. And in our final game of the evening, we have the Boston Bruins visiting Seattle. And the Kraken win this game 5-1. The Kraken improved to 15, 14, and 2, which is 6th in the Pacific Division. And the Bruins are 15, 13, and 3, which gives you 3rd in the Atlantic Division. That is your sports recap for this evening. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to help the channel. And until next time, may your ego come from a place that keeps you humble. I'm Mo Money. Mamba out.